lawmakers bracing for what could be a heated fight over emergency funds when it's time to pass a new spending bill. Here's House Majority Leader Steve Scalise.
We've been gauging, as you look at the wildfires, as you look at other disasters, even the disasters in, the hurricane response there, we knew there may be a second bite of that apple. But at the end of the day, we knew that was going to have to be revisited in the negotiations over government funds.
Okay, let's bring in California Congressman Brad Sherman. He represents the Pacific Palisades area and sits on the House Financial Services Committees. I'll get to you and your neighborhood specifically in a moment, Congressman. But if you would, tell us, why would there be a heated debate over emergency funds?
This is the most expensive fire in American history. And we're going to have to persuade our colleagues to provide the funds necessary so that we can rebuild the community. And when we rebuild it, we've got to make sure that all the buildings are up to the highest fire safety code, which unfortunately they weren't. We had a new code adopted in 2008, but we never retrofitted the buildings. And I toured the area yesterday just to see the devastation. And I haven't lined up when the building was built and what code and whether it survived. But we saw in the Paradise Fire a tremendous difference between those who are up to the new code and those that had not been retrofitted.
Yes, yes. And, I know last month both parties united quickly to provide more than $100 billion in emergency aid for the hurricanes and other disasters. So what about this go round? When I know you don't have a crystal ball, but if you could try to give me an idea, when would this disaster relief be available, this aid be available to the Los Angeles area residents?
Well, FEMA, we provided enough money to FEMA so they can deal with the next couple of months. But it's going to take years to rebuild the community. And unfortunately, a lot of people were underinsured for a number of reasons. It's hard to get insurance in Pacific Palisades. A lot were covered by this state last resort program. And so the uninsured losses are in the billions, many billions.
And so that said, is there a maximum amount that residents would be able to get?
Well, that depends on what Congress does. Based on what Congress, the law is already on the books, people can get $43,600 for their housing needs, and another $43,600 to cover other things such as loss of a vehicle. But the cost of building is very high, and a lot of people are very uninsured. What we did with Maui, which not a completely dissimilar situation, is we provided funds for community development to block grants, and that is allowing people to rebuild Lahaina. And we need to do the same thing for Pacific Palisades.
Absolutely. And of course, you have to weed out the scam artists, because it's sad to say people will try to scam the residents. But are you working, Congressman, on efforts to cut down on the red tape, all the steps to apply for the relief?
Yes, we've got a glitch in the FEMA website right now that I was talking to the regional head of FEMA about just a couple hours ago, and we're still trying to fight our way through it, where if you tell them that you have insurance, it wants to reject you. Well, the fact is, if you have insurance that's fully adequate and covers absolutely all your losses, you get no FEMA aid. But the vast majority of my constituents are insured but underinsured, and they're going to be eligible at least for the $43,600, probably times two, plus whatever additional aid Congress votes for them.
Yeah, well, good luck there. And Congressman, I hope that your family is okay. I hope that your home is okay and you have not been personally affected by this. And I know you're working on behalf of all the folks out there. So good luck to you, California Congressman Brad Sherman. Thank you very much for joining us.